As Heather mentioned, my name is Kevin Jones, and I'm the athletic director here at Cary Academy. I oversee the programs for both of our middle school and our upper school sports. This is my 13th year as the athletic director, although I've been at the school as a biology teacher prior to that. So this is my 16th year in total at Cary Academy. And what I did is I put together a presentation, but a little something else about myself is I'm also a coach here. So I'm very familiar with what it's like both in the trenches as well as behind the desk. And I coach varsity swimming and also our varsity softball program. But let's get on with our presentation and slideshow. See if we can't share our screen. As you can see here, I put together a little bit about the philosophy of our sports program. There we go. And basically our philosophy within our sports program is we're trying to set a foundation that's based on sportsmanship and fair play, but at the same time, we're trying to develop a lot of character attributes that not only are great while they're here and participating in a team atmosphere, but something that will carry with them throughout life. And philosophically, between the programs, between our middle school and our upper school JV and varsity programs, it's a little bit different, but still has some same tenets. Our middle school sports are full participatory. So in other words, we encourage individuals who may not even have, any experience whatsoever in a sport to try a sport if it's something that might interest them. There's no harm in trying, and we encourage kids to play and participate. We do not have cuts. They may be divided into separate teams, some of which we call our blue teams and our gold teams, and that can be based on levels of experience, but it still gives them an opportunity to get out and play with us. At our JV and our varsity level programs, it's a little bit more stringent in that we are beginning to compete while still developing our skills. And each of the seasons, though there may be some cuts in some of our sports, we always have an opportunity for kids to be a part of a team, whether it's cross country or swimming or any of other sports that do not have cuts themselves. So in the end, we want our kids out on the field participating, and it actually shows by the numbers. At our middle school level right now, we have 90 to 92% of our middle school athletes, middle school students last year that participated in at least one sport. And in the upper school, in grades 9 through 12, nearly 80% of our students participated in a sport. So that's very encouraging, and I feel like we're doing things the right way. Moving on, you may have questions as to what sports do we offer at Cary Academy. So if you take a look at the banner here at the top, there's just some pictures of some of our kids that are out participating. We have just about every sport that you could put together for a high school. We do not have football. That's one of the questions that we get, but just about everything else. And you can see our fall season, our winter season, and our spring season breakdown. And in all, we have 14 different types of sports that we play. And amongst those, because we have a variety of varsity, JV, middle school level sports, we have a complete gamut of 47 different teams. So it's a busy campus, but the busy campus makes it a fun campus. Who do we play against? So our middle school teams are a member of what's known as the CAMS Conference, or the Capital Area Middle School Conference. And within the CAMS, there are 10 different schools, some of which you may have heard before: Cary Christian, Franklin Academy, Grace Christian. You can see the whole range down there. But we don't limit just to those teams. We do play some of our public school teams in Chapel Hill and in Durham, but our middle school teams do stay local. Rarely do we leave the Triangle region. For our JV and our varsity teams, they participate in what's known as the TSAC, or the Triangle Independent Schools Athletic Conference. And you can see the banners of the schools, including Durham Academy and Wake Christian and Ravenscroft, North Raleigh, and St. Mary's. And then they too will stay fairly local, participating against non-conference opponents in both the public and private sector, but they will travel as well, just to get a little bit more experience and to be able to participate in state competitions. So our JV and varsity teams may travel as far as the coast down to Wilmington. They could go out to Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and or have an overnight trip, although not this year, in Charlotte. And so it just gives them a wide range of experience against a variety of different teams. One of the things that we are very fortunate to have are outstanding facilities. Our grounds crew is top notch. They make our fields look fantastic. And we're blessed with some pretty dynamic facilities, which I'd like to show you. If you take a look at our campus map here, you can see the front of the school, our administration building. Pretty much all of our athletic events take place, as we would say, out back. And so you can see some of the playing fields from a distance here. But taking a look inside, this here is one of our two main gyms. This is called our fitness center gym, which is where we play our JV and our varsity level sports in volleyball and basketball. We have a CMS gym, which is in our Center for Math and Science wing. And there's a secondary gym there. We also do some wrestling in there. Some of our other sports, we have a new state-of-the-art track. This is what they call a Mondo track. It's really an Olympic grade track. And I guess it's been about 6 years now that we had this dynamic field house that was added with the press box, some bathrooms, coach's office, some storage, and bleachers in there that give it a nice view. As you can see right here, the view of the playing field at our stadium field. To complement that, we have two multi-purpose fields. This here is one of them. These were originally designed to be our practice fields, but our varsity soccer and lacrosse coaches like those fields so much, we actually had to turn them into actual playing and competing fields. And so this is just one of those here that we have. We have two of those out back. We have tennis courts, 6 different level tennis courts, and this picture is being taken from a tennis pavilion where spectators can sit and oversee. You can see the back of the field house here, two of the 6 courts. Our baseball and softball fields, here's baseball. Just down below, you have our softball field. We do mention that we have swimming and we have a swimming pool. This is actually something that we're very fortunate to have in terms of a great relationship with SAS, which is right next door. And we actually started swim season this week, and they allow us to use our pool, their pool over there. It's a nice 10-lane pool, and so we're very fortunate in that respect. And then finally, one of our newest additions has been actually a renovation project, and our traditional weight room look has been renovated into more of a strength and agility training center. And you can see the variety of the weightlifting racks, but also an agility area, and it's more of a dynamic type of strength conditioning that's been instituted by one of our new hires, Richard Huxford. Richard is actually our full-time strength and conditioning coach, and that is in addition to a full-time athletic trainer, which is there for the preventative and rehabilitation of any injuries that might take place on the sports teams. So we're well cared for. We're pretty excited what we have in place, and I'm sure that you'll be excited when you see them as well.